That plane above me sounds like it has a flat tire. That engine didn't sound good on one of them. That was not a Air Force plane, that was a commercial airliner there. Left my lavalier mic at home again. I've got a shotgun mic here that I'm using. That's why the poofy Magnum PI chest hair going on this morning. You would think that one of these days I would remember to do like a checklist. But I don't think I'm smart enough for that. But I would have thought, I thought for sure I had put that lavalier. It's a brand new one. I lost the other one the other day. But I'm out here, hopefully get some duck pictures this morning. I'm certainly not set up in the best spot. And all the ducks are directly across the lake from me. Making all kind of racket. And there I am on this side. Nothing. Nothing. And right before I set up, right as I was getting here, setting up everything, they were flying over like crazy. I'm always kind of checking my settings. Right now I'm set up pretty good because I got the sun right to my back. That's exactly where I want it to be. I want all the light on those birds. That way I can shoot super fast shutter. You can probably hear the planes overhead. That's the Air Force. They do all their pilot training here at Randolph Air Force Base. So this pond is like directly over their flight path. So you get to see them a lot. They get pretty low. I would say they're probably about 2,000 feet. I mean, they're coming right overhead. Let's see if I can get a video of that. I don't know how well that turned out, but we got, I use the 90D here. The one thing I don't like about it is when you do the video on it, it turns it to live view on the back, which means you don't use this anymore, your peeper, which I find very frustrating. Because if you're trying to do a video of something far off, you kind of need to be able to see it through the viewfinder. Like these planes, they're coming from a couple miles out. You can hear them and you see them. And then I want to get a video of it. Well, I have to look through the live view, but I can't see it on the live view because it's so small. You can't see it until it gets right up on you. What do I like to shoot? That's kind of what this is all about today. I just wanted to kind of do a video where I talk about what I like to do. I enjoy doing landscapes and long exposures and time-lapsing, birds, animals, wildlife, different genres or I like to try a whole lot of different things. I'm not really stuck on one particular thing. I don't necessarily care for shooting people. I will do it under some circumstances. I don't mind doing candid stuff. I kind of like that. Or sometimes set up stuff, in a studio type setting and then play around with it on Photoshop. Type of deal. But what I really love to do is travel around and take pictures of landscapes and sunsets, sunrise. Probably more sunset than sunrise, since I don't like waking up super early. I don't even like waking super early to fish. I used to do that, and I don't want to do that anymore. I like being able to play around with the camera and use it for different things. I like trying out new things. I'm really kind of interested in doing minimalism at the moment. That kind of interests me sometimes. Not all the time. I don't want to get stuck on one thing. That's the fun thing about having a camera, is you don't have to get stuck on one particular thing. You can try all kind of different stuff with it. What I've learned over the last couple of years is just do what makes you happy. You know, one of my favorite things to do, you know, you photograph an area, you kind of get bored with it, so you want to go see something different and something new. And when you do, it inspires so much creativity. Like this recent trip to Indiana, I'd never been up there with an eye for doing photography. And then I went up there with my camera, and I seen everything, all kind of different stuff I wanted to take pictures of. That's the one thing I enjoy about landscape photography, is going out and seeing new places and then photographing. Seeing places that I've been to my whole entire life, but never with the eye of shooting a picture. And you see it as a completely different place when you're looking for that thing. The photography opens up your mind to see the potential beauty of things. That's kind of sappy, but I mean, it is true that it inspires you to be creative. Just putting a camera in your hand, and you don't really need this. You can do it with your phone too. You just gotta be. You have to have some talent. You have to kind of know what you're doing. That's why it takes a long time to be good at this stuff. Not saying that I'm good, but I would say that I'm better than average. The other thing is, when I go out, I don't necessarily go out anymore with the mindset that I gotta get something portfolio worthy. That just adds too much pressure. If I go out and get a good picture, great. If I go out and the picture sucks, that's okay too. The one thing I've learned over the last couple years is that if you take 100 pictures and you get one that's good, really good, you're doing very well. I'd say a 10% success rate is very good when it comes to wildlife, landscape, whatever genre you want to go. Now, I would say if you were doing 10% good on people pictures, you might want to up your game up a little bit. But for wildlife, landscape, you could set up what you think is the perfect shot on landscape, and then you get home and you get on the computer and you start looking, like, I don't like it. So, it's one of those things that the fun part about doing this photography is digital and film, so all the pictures are free once you pay off your camera. Whereas if I was doing this with film, I would probably be really stressed out and try to get a good picture every single time. I might go back to film one of these days just to try it. Years ago, when I was 21 years old, I had a Canon EOS Rebel, mid-90s. That camera broke, but it would be kind of fun to go back out and try to do some film pictures and see what you can do. Where this has been an incredible challenge. Many failures. Photography is all about surviving failure. And if you can survive your bad images, then you probably end up being a pretty good photographer. But if doing stuff badly just irritates you, it drives you insane, probably isn't the deal for you. One thing I need to switch over here. Gotta get out of landscape mode. There we go. Burst mode and pray. That's the best way. If you're not used to disappointment, then this is gonna be a very, very long road for you. But if you can get out there and you don't mind learning from your mistakes and learning some very hard lessons, then it's a very rewarding and entertaining hobby. I don't know, if anybody knows how to turn live mode, when you turn video on and it goes to live mode, and you know how to keep the little eyepiece, eye finder piece going, not turn black while you're shooting video, please let me know. This drives me nuts. I lose so many good video shots because you're trying to track it on the camera and you can't get it, and it's just so frustrating. It's probably my biggest criticism over with this particular camera, the Canon 90D, is maybe they're all like that, but that drives me crazy that you can't video like this. I want to be able to video like this instead of looking through that stupid little TV monitor. Yeah, but if you know the answer to that, let me know in the comments. Now I wish I need to get a duck call. Maybe call these things in. Rapid fire right there, buddy. I need them to get they're so high, and I'm definitely not well hid. They're definitely seeing me, which is making this very hard. I think they actually want to land here, but they keep seeing me and moving. Maybe if I just sit still, they'll land here. I blame that on the mud. I definitely am not in that great of a spot. I didn't get anything spectacular, man. I got a bunch of birds flying. It's nothing neat. Nothing that'll, get me in the National Geographic magazine. Which is not what I'm looking for. Yeah, it'd be nice to get a really cool, solid image when you go out. Everybody's hoping for that. Photography is a lot like fishing. You're always hoping for that big fish. You're always hoping for that awesome picture. And more times than not, it doesn't happen. A lot of times, you're just out of luck. Well, maybe what I'll do for the rest of the morning is a couple other places around here I wanted to check out and see what the birds are doing, and seeing if it's a good spot to set up a camera if I can get there. See if we can't find some future spots for some pretty pictures of the sun coming down, or some other spots for birds. Place you can hide a lot better than what I'm doing right now. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching, and be sure to hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, and that really helps me out. It could put you in the algorithm or whatnot of YouTube. And then as I'll put out more stuff, I'm going to try to put out something once a week, if possible. Not always possible, but if possible. So, thanks for joining. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.